So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. Yeah, let that sink in. This is a light version of the Galaxy Tab S6. This thing comes in at $349 and you can get it in 64 gigs or 128 gigs of storage. Comes in 3 different colors. The Oxford gray color you see here. It also comes in Angora blue as well as chiffon rose, aka a rose goldish pink color. So you can see on the back here, it will say what does come in the contents of the box. It does have Galaxy Tab S6, and this is a 10.4 inch screen, but what's really nice is this includes an S Pen. I really like to finally come with an S Pen. The S5e didn't come with that. A wall USB charger. Also, we do have quick start guide and Samsung terms and conditions also right here, secured by Knox. Okay guys, so taking the tablet off to the right side, you can see the S Pen logo right there, and we do have Galaxy Tab S6 Lite UPC codes at the bottom. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what comes in the box. So we do have the Galaxy Tab right here, and use that pool tab. And you can see it does say Samsung. It is, inside this nice kind of feeling, material that really just keeps it protected during your shipment period. And we're gonna go ahead and peel this off and we'll see what it looks like. So you can see, there you go. Definitely nice and businessy looking. Very nice gray color here. Definitely a little bit understated. If you want something a little bit more flashy, you might like the Angora blue or the rose color. The blue color seems to be the one selling the fastest right now though. You can see we do have a regular USB charger right here, and it looks like this will charge through USB-C. So that's nice. And over here, that's just a placeholder to hold that stuff in place. And then over here, you do have some quick start guides and things like that, as well as a SIM card tool right here for getting probably that SD card slot out. So go ahead and see what else comes in the box. And nice, it's nice to see this Galaxy S Pen right here. And it's not as small as the pen you're gonna find on like the Galaxy Note. It's actually good for a tablet size. Including this pen inside the tablet, I think is a really nice touch on Samsung parts. Is a lot of other manufacturers will charge you for the pen separate, whether you're getting a Windows tablet, an iPad, a Surface, you're gonna pay extra for a pen. Guys, so let's go ahead and get this tablet turned on. You can see the power button is on the right side of the tablet, and below that is the volume rockers. Now I noticed that this pen does kind of snap on the sides of the tablet, so there is magnets in there, so you won't have an issue losing it. You can see on the back of the tablet, if I hold it down there, the pen kind of just stays in place right there as well. So pretty strong magnets down at the bottom there. But here we are on the tablet itself, and we're gonna go ahead and agree to the terms and conditions. So while that's signing in, you can also see that there's quite a bit of bezels here around the edges, but they're not too thick, and it's a tablet, so it's not a big deal here, I would say. The display is a TFT. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, and it seems a little bit thicker maybe than the Galaxy Tab S5e. You can see down here at the bottom, we do have a USB-C as well as a speaker there, and we also have a speaker up here. But what's interesting to note here for this tablet is you also do have a headphone jack. You didn't see that on every tablet out there. Okay guys, so carrying on with this unboxing, you could see that we do have, they're offering to download the Smart Switch. You can also go ahead and just kind of transfer contacts really quickly here on this tablet through Samsung services. So that's sweet if you're using something like a Galaxy phone as well. We're just gonna skip through the Gmail sign-in though. And so it offers a few ways to protect yourself: face recognition, pattern, PIN, or password. But what you're noticing is that there's no sensor here for a fingerprint on this one. So you're gonna have to rely on face unlocking, a pattern, or PIN. And there's no sensors in here for, Face ID kind of unlocking like you'll see on an iPad Pro. You're probably gonna wanna stick to the PIN or the password for the best protection. And then it will present you with sign into your Samsung account, and you can see you have all of this. You have Bixby, Spotify, Galaxy Store, secure folder, Samsung Internet. We're gonna skip it for now. I'll sign in later on. We just need to kind of see what this tablet does offer up. Okay, so we're in the tablet right away, and I could tell you on first impressions that the display is actually quite nice, but it's just not an OLED display. So don't be expecting that OLED display. Now over here, because that's what you got to go to the S5e for. Now over here, if I scroll down to About Tablet and I go to Software Information, we're on Android 10 with One UI 2.1. So this is on the latest version of One UI. Now, first impressions on this pen though, I got to tell you, this thing feels quite smooth. So that's quite nice for this one so far. I'm later, but it does look like there's a button on here. So we will have stuff like create notes, view all notes. You can do smart select as well as AR doodle. The pen up community will be on here as well, and live messages. So a lot of what you're gonna get on a Samsung Galaxy Note phone, you're gonna get here for this tablet. Now also, if I scroll this down, there's also plenty of options in here like screen recording, power modes. Let's go back here. Scrolling over here, you have Samsung Kids, dark mode, focus mode, call and text on other devices. You have Dolby Atmos. So yeah, a lot of the stuff you come to know and love from Samsung devices is definitely within this tablet. If we go to display settings, you guys also can go down here and see that you can use gestures or navigation bar on this tablet. So first impressions on the weight, 1.03 pounds. So it does have some nice heft to it. It doesn't feel like some cheapo tablet in this Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, so that's a nice touch as well. Now in terms of the performance, I'm gonna really look into this because the Galaxy Tab S5e I had actually wasn't the best performance, but had amazing display on it. So I'm really gonna be curious to see how this does with its 4 gigs of RAM on here. In addition, it does have an Exynos 9611 10nm CPU. So yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the design. And you can kind of see it's just pretty clean slate tablet here. And I think it comes at a perfect time as we're practicing more social distancing, staying home a little bit more often, actually a lot more often. Having a tablet like this with a pen to get productive, I think the fact that it's really wide, like side to side, would be very good for, you know, drawing and taking notes and stuff like that. But we will see how this thing does perform. But the pen actually feels quite nice. And what I really like is that it's not a really small S Pen. It's actually kind of feels more like a pencil, which is rather nice here. So we could just say Tab S6, and the response time seems very nice. But again, it doesn't feel like it's going to be the best for, you know, professional artists, but it's definitely going to be great for jotting down notes here and doing some personal drawings and stuff like that. So I look forward to using this and going ahead and talking more about this in the full review. Let's go ahead and see how much storage comes right out of the box with this Galaxy Tab. If you were to pick one of these up right now, I'm really thinking of this as kind of like the Galaxy A51 of the tablet world for Samsung. And you could see 48.8 gigs available. So a little bit of a false advertisement on 64. You do only get 48 gigs out of the box. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and see what a video looks like on this tablet and what it sounds like. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Galaxy S20 3 months later. This kind of fits in the hand very nicely. And 3 months later, I keep coming back to this one. Like, I want to see something like this on the iOS side as well for when I'm using iPhone. So very nice widescreen, going to be a great entertainment tablet here for you. Samsung has got Apple Beat here on this design. You can see stereo speakers are right there on both sides. So definitely, yeah, it's going to be a good entertainment tablet as long as you're not picky about having OLED. This TFT display nowhere near as beautiful as the one on the S5e though. So let's kind of take a look at the wallpapers that do come on this tablet. I always like to look at the wallpapers as it seems like you get a little bit different ones every time. So you kind of get, you know, you get a few here, not too many, but there is a few here to mess around with here for the Galaxy Tab S5e. But I mean, this pen in the box is really what I'm really excited about for this one. I really just love that they included this for a tablet at $349. It's really nice to have this in the box. It really can change your experience of how you're using the tablet, especially if you take advantage of this pen. And talking about the battery life a bit, this tablet actually is going to have a 7,000 milliamp hour battery. And considering that, you know, this is a pretty large battery on a display that's not like overly sharp, it's pretty sharp at 224 ppi. It's also going to have some pretty good battery life. I'm expecting around 10 hours. I will update you how that goes in the actual, you know, review. But for now, it's going to learn the usage patterns as we go. But I'll let you know if it's even better. And the last thing I want to do is kind of take a look at the camera. So before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at this tablet next to last year's Galaxy Tab S5e. And you can see the S5e is definitely thinner than this one. It does have a fingerprint sensor, but the Galaxy Tab S5e has 4 speakers you could see right there on the top and bottom. So the S5e in some respects feels a little bit more premium, but this Tab S6 Lite is definitely a thicker tablet. And the S5e doesn't come with the S Pen. So really the S Pen could be the deal breaker between choosing between these both. But let me know if you want to see a full comparison between the S5e and the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. Okay guys, and the rear facing camera on this tablet is an 8 megapixel camera. So let's kind of see what it looks like. And for a tablet, I can already tell you just by looking at this first sample, it's gonna be fine because tablets is not usually where most people are going to take all their photos, and 8 megapixels should be enough for a tablet. If we go over here to more, you can see you can do pro mode. Like, you probably don't need a pro mode on a tablet, but you can do it. Food mode, panoramic mode, hyperlapse, and you have live focus. And if you flip it around to the front, things get a little bit worse here on the camera. You go to a 5 megapixel camera, but that should be plenty enough for video chat and stuff like that. This is gonna be fine for stuff like just, video chatting with people and taking photos. Actually, it's gonna be better than some other tablets because not all tablets have 5 megapixel cameras on the front. And it's capable of 1080 on that selfie camera as well, and 1080 on the rear. So that's it for me. The things I'm a little bit concerned about with this one are the chipset, the RAM, and is the screen gonna be acceptable as it's a TFT display? It still has quite a bit of pixels, so I think it's gonna be fine, but it's gonna be no S5e in the display. I'm gonna let you know everything I learned about this tablet over the next week or so be subscribed for that. But this is the Galaxy Tab S6 first impressions. I think if you're looking for a budget tablet that you just really wanna use a lot of entertainment, you wanna draw on it, and you don't wanna buy the pen separate, you love Android, you love customization, you have a Samsung A51 or something, you wanna build your ecosystem on the cheaper end, you can definitely pick up one of these, and I think you'll be pretty happy with this thing. So that's it for me. Let me know what you want to see on the S6 Lite going forward in the comments below. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to be well, and peace.